What if you could flip your mood in under 60 seconds without reaching for pills, scheduling a therapy session, or relying on your morning caffeine hit? It sounds almost too good to be true, but science says it's not only possible, it's already at your fingertips, ready to be activated whenever you need it most. We all have those days. The unexplained fatigue that weighs down your limbs, the irritation that bubbles up for no clear reason, or the sadness that drifts in like a sudden rain cloud. But here's the thing, your mood isn't random. It's not just a product of fate or circumstance. It's a chemical response shaped by the signals your brain and body send each other every second. And just like flipping a light switch, there are fast, natural ways to reset your brain's emotional state. Imagine being able to shift from stressed to serene, or from blue to buoyant in less than a minute. Today, you'll discover 7 powerful science-backed remedies that can lift your mood almost instantly, whether you're at home, powering through a work deadline, or even stuck in traffic, surrounded by honking horns. Let's dive into these quick fixes, starting with one that might surprise you by its simplicity and effectiveness. First, cold water shock. Picture this, a splash of ice-cold water on your face or a brisk, cold shower. It sounds jarring, but it's one of the fastest ways to reset your stress circuits. When cold water hits your skin, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system. This triggers a release of norepinephrine, a natural chemical that's been shown to elevate your mood and sharpen your focus. In less than 10 seconds, you can interrupt the stress loop and give your brain a hard reset, just like rebooting a computer. Second, power posing. Science tells us that our posture doesn't just reflect our mood, it shapes it. Standing tall, spreading your arms wide, or raising your chin for as little as 2 minutes can lower the stress hormone cortisol and increase testosterone, the confidence hormone. Even if you're faking it at first, your body believes your posture and sends signals to your brain that it's time to feel stronger, more positive, and ready to face whatever comes next. Third, the 4-7-8 breathing technique. This isn't just breathing. It's a scientifically engineered pattern that calms your nervous system and lifts your mood. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold that breath for 7 seconds, then exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. This sequence tells your brain to shift out of fight or flight mode and into a state of calm. In less than 1 minute, you'll feel a wave of clarity and emotional ease washing over you. Fourth, laughter, even if it's fake. It might feel awkward at first, but your brain doesn't know the difference between genuine and pretend laughter. When you laugh, you release dopamine, endorphins, and serotonin, the trifecta of feel-good chemicals. Just 30 seconds of intentional, even forced laughter can start a chain reaction in your brain, dissolving tension and rewiring your emotional state. Within moments, fake laughter often turns real, and the mood lift is unmistakable. Fifth, scent-triggered memory shift. Of all your senses, smell is the fastest to reach the emotional brain. A drop of lavender, citrus, or peppermint oil can transform your mood in seconds. These scents don't just smell good, they activate neural pathways associated with calmness, focus, or happiness. By inhaling a familiar, positive scent, you can quickly alter your emotional state and reconnect to memories or feelings of comfort and joy. Sixth, upbeat music and movement. Never underestimate the power of a good song. Listening to high-frequency, energetic music and moving with the rhythm, even for 90 seconds, can rewire your mental state. The combination of sound and movement triggers your brain's pleasure centers, flooding you with endorphins and shaking off stagnant or negative energy. You don't need to dance in public. Even tapping your foot or swaying in your seat can do the trick. Seventh, the 90-second rule. Neuroscience reveals that emotions, left alone, last just 90 seconds. After that, any lingering feeling is fueled not by reality, but by your thoughts. The next time you feel anger, anxiety, or sadness, set a timer. Allow yourself to experience the emotion fully, without judgment or resistance, for 90 seconds. As the seconds tick by, notice how the intensity fades and the emotion passes like a wave. This isn't suppressing your feelings, it's learning to let them flow without getting stuck. But what do the experts say about these rapid remedies? Clinical psychologist Dr. Maria Jennings explains, mood isn't fixed. It's chemical, electrical, and highly responsive to input. The key is learning which inputs flip, which switches. In other words, your emotional state is like a control panel, waiting for you to discover which buttons to press. Neuroscientist Dr. Ryan Caldwell adds, when you engage your body, breath, and senses in deliberate ways, you're not escaping emotion. You're retraining your brain to regulate it faster and more effectively. These aren't distractions or quick fixes. They're tools to teach your brain new, healthier patterns of response. But here's what most people don't realize. The fastest mood shift of all doesn't involve sound, movement, or scent. It's a simple mental exercise, one you've likely done today without realizing its real power. The act of shifting your focus or perspective, even briefly, can change the entire chemical landscape of your brain. Whether it's imagining a future you're excited about, recalling a moment of gratitude, or simply naming 3 things you can see and feel right now. These mental shifts can be just as powerful as any physical remedy. Your mood doesn't have to control your day. With the right tools, you control the chemistry. These 7 quick remedies prove that transformation doesn't take hours or even minutes. Sometimes it takes a single breath, one beat of music, or a simple shift in posture to go from drained to driven. So, the question isn't if you can feel better, it's how fast you're ready to change. Remember, your mood is in your hands, and the science-backed techniques you've learned today can help you flip that switch whenever you need it. If you found these tips helpful and want more science-backed life upgrades that work in real time, keep exploring and experimenting. Your best mood is always just a moment away.